Hello and welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks of the day for Thursday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day, everybody. It's about 7:37 in the morning here in California. Let's get going as always by reviewing the picks from last time. So, we had a kind of a split decision yesterday, but they were both underdogs, so we netted out up ahead. So, on the money line, we had both the Rockies and the Reds. The Rockies at plus 152, they lost, but the Reds at plus 165 did in fact win. So on balance, we picked up 0.65 units for the day, and we're now up 2 units combined totals and money line. Totals model is up 7.73 units for the season, and the money line is down 5.7 units for the season. And then on the spreads, we had the same two teams, and again, the same result. The Rockies did not cover, but the Reds won outright, therefore covered the spread. So on those two models, since the odds are different, we netted out down 0.2 units. So we are now up 5.94 units on the spreads model for the season. Let's get into the picks for today. Okay, so first on the money lines, here is the full set of games. And, the model is telling us to look at 3 home teams and 2 away teams. So the first home team it likes is the Cubs hosting the Phillies. Says to take the Cubs if you can get 116. Let's see if we can find that. So the Cubs, wow, looks like we're getting 114, but not 116. Let me just dive in a little bit. Yeah, it was at 118 last night, but we're not quite getting the number we want, so no bet there. Next up, Mariners hosting the Orioles. It likes the Mariners if you can get 123. It says the Pinnacle showing 124, so let's take a look. And Mariners, yeah, in fact, we can get as high as 134, 136 here at Bookmaker. So let's do 136 Mariners for this game. Mariners plus 136. Okay, next up. The Braves hosting the Giants says to take the Braves if you can get minus 115, with Pinnacle showing minus 120. Let's take a look. Braves, and we are not getting minus 115. You can get as good as minus 123 here at Bookmaker, but that looks like that's as good as it gets. So no bet there. Now 2 away teams. The Reds at the Yankees. Reds won yesterday as a big underdog, and today they're also reasonably big underdog. And the model is saying though to bet them at 137. It says Pinnacle showing 154. So let's take a look. The Reds, and yeah, in fact, we can get as high as 155 on the Reds. So we'll do that. Take the Reds again, plus 155. And finally, the White Sox. White Sox also did win yesterday against the Guardians in a big upset. And it's saying for today, it's saying to bet them if you can get 172, with Pinnacle showing 185. So let's take a look. Yeah, and in fact, wow, circa several places have them as high as 195. So let's do that. Take the White Sox plus 195. So fair number of bets on the money line, and all, from moderate to substantial underdogs. Next, let's check out the totals. So here's the full set of games and the various probabilities. And it's telling us to look at 2 unders. The Mets, Nationals Mets, under 9. Wow, says to bet it at minus 125. it's showing even money. So this is a pretty strong recommendation, which often suggests that sometimes there's some weather factors or so forth that might be at play. But let's just go ahead and follow the model and see what we can get on that game. So click over to totals and got the Mets. And yeah, you could see 9 unders kind of across the board. 1 9 under at 102 at Heritage. And then a 9.5 at -125. So at Bookmaker. So let me just pause for a second, see which one of those I prefer. Yeah, so here's what the numbers look like with 9.5, 125. At 9.5, it's saying you could even bet at -146. The first way has about a 13-point edge, and this way has about a 12% edge. So it's hard to know what to do in these situations. Do you want the sure thing at worse odds, or do you want the even money bet with a slightly higher chance of a push? I'm gonna go ahead and take the 9.5 -125. Just more out of wanting to win and guarantee, have a higher chance of some return. So I'll take it. Nationals Mets under 9.5 -125. Okay, the next total is the Twins Tigers. Point is 8. Model is saying you want +110, which is probably not going to happen, although it is showing -105. Let's see if we can find, maybe we can even find 8.5. Let's look at the Twins Tigers, which is over here. And yeah, the best we're seeing is -105. You can see it was at 8.5 apparently at opening. Let's take a look. Yeah, it was at 8.5, so we might have been able to find a bet on this earlier, but not now. So no bet on this game. And then finally the spreads. So here's the full set of spreads and the probabilities. And the model's telling us to look at 2 home teams, 2 away teams. Home teams are, again, Mariners and Braves, 2 of the ones we saw before. For the Mariners, it says take +1.5 if you can find -130. So let's take a look. Click over to spreads. And Mariners over here, not getting -130, getting -134 over here at Bookmaker. But that's the best we're getting. So no bet there. For the Braves, Braves +1.5, interesting. They're a slight underdog, according to this. For +1.5, we need -177. So but actually Atlanta's showing -1.5. So I don't know why. I guess maybe Pinnacle, they reversed the signs. I'm not sure what's up there. But let me just look real quick at one thing. So at -1.5, it wants +180. And actually, in fact, we're getting just that. We're getting +180 right here at Circa. So we'll take that. Braves -1.5, +180. Okay, next, Reds Yankees. Says Reds +1.5 if you can get minus 145, and it's showing minus 128, so we'll probably find a bet there. So reds plus 1.5, you can get minus 123 here at Heritage. So let's do that. Reds plus 1.5, minus 123. And then finally the White Sox. The White Sox plus 1.5. It says you need minus 118. Let's take a look. And White Sox plus 1.5. We could even get even money here at Caesars on the White Sox plus 1.5. So let's do that. White Sox plus 1.5. Just double check that one. Yeah, White Sox plus 1.5, even money at Caesars. All right, so that's what we got for today. Quite a few bets, some that were taking both on the spreads and the money line. But money line, we got the Mariners, the Reds, the White Sox. We got the Nationals, Mets under 9.5. And then against the spread, we got the Braves, the Reds, and the White Sox. So a lot to root for today. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July. And I will see you all in the next video. One note, I will be traveling, so I might have to miss a day or two in the coming up soon. I'm going to be on a plane this evening, so I might not be able to get in time for the video tomorrow. But hopefully I'll be up and running pretty soon. And have a great 4th of July. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.